Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Adeline. On this channel, I share with you tips and tutorials on how to grow our natural hair. Today's video is a requested video from one of my subscribers. So in today's video, I will tell you all about hair porosity, what it's all about. Without much ado, let's dive into the topic of today. Hi guys, as I earlier told you, our topic of today is about hair porosity. So in the simplest of terms, hair porosity is your hair's ability to suck up and hold in moisture from products. Each strand of your hair has an outer shell of cuticles that kind of look like shingles of the edge of a roof, meaning the cuticles are not smooth, they're like rough. So that's how our hair cuticle looks like. These cuticles are like doors that open and close to absorb moisture and seal it in. And these stacked layers, they open up when things like heat hit them, and they close when you apply products or when you use cold water on your hair. So you close the cuticles. So when you use heat, you open the cuticles, and when you use products or when you use cold water, you close the cuticles. Now that we know what hair porosity is all about, now I will tell you the various types of hair porosity that we have. And you should take note that the hair porosity is determined by how close and or open those shingles of your hair cuticles are. And you also take note of the fact that your hair porosity can change for good or bad. You should take note that there are some factors that can lead to the change of your hair's porosity. We have factors like products, the product that you apply on your hair. If you dye your hair, you constantly dye your hair, and the type of hairstyles that you style your hair, you can leave your hair, the hair cuticles to be open and let it vulnerable. So all these things can leave your hair open and in a vulnerable state. So now we have three types of hair porosity. We have the high porosity, we have the low porosity, and we have the medium porosity. The high porosity is when your cuticles are open. Your hair cuticles are open. That is the products or moisture that you bring up upon your hair, it comes in easily. So your hair absorbs in moisture easily, the same way as your hair also loses up the moisture easily, because your cuticles are open when you have high porosity. So like doors, as I earlier said, open doors means that your doors are just open, so the moisture that you bring up on your hair, they come in easily, and that same moisture also leaves your hair easily because the cuticles are open. That is why if you have high porosity hair, you notice that when you, for example, you shampoo your hair, you deep condition your hair, you apply a leave-in conditioner, you do what it takes in order to take good care of your hair and do all the necessary steps of your wash day, you can notice that maybe the following day or 2 days after, your hair will be very dry. It means you have high porosity. So your hair has let all the moisture that brought into your hair that's left, so it keeps your hair dry. So the other type of hair porosity that we have is the low porosity. With this type of hair porosity, your cuticles are tight. Yes, your cuticles are tight, that they overlap with each other. So it makes it very difficult for moisture or the product that you apply for them to penetrate into your hair strands. Yes, it's difficult because of the tight cuticles. So when this moisture finally penetrates into your hair strands, it becomes difficult for your hair to lose the moisture. That is what is good about this type of hair. Even the low porosity is it's difficult. The disadvantage of low porosity is that it's difficult for you to have the moisture into your hair. But once you have the moisture into your hair, your hair will take a longer period of time for you to lose the moisture as compared to the high porosity. I'm low porosity. So the third type of hair porosity that we can talk about is the medium porosity. Lucky you if you fall under this category of hair porosity. With the medium porosity, it's so easy, yeah, guys. The moisture they bring upon your hair, the moisture, your hair absorbs in the moisture easily, and your hair also maintains the moisture, so you do not easily lose the moisture. Yes, so when you absorb the moisture into your hair retains the moisture as medium. It's not high, it's not low, just 50-50. You absorb the moisture and your hair stays moisturized for a longer period of time. So now that we know the various types of hair porosities that we have, I would like you to take note that with these types of hair porosities, each of them have their pros and cons, especially the high hair porosity and the low hair porosity. For me, the medium hair porosity has no problem because it's just the best of the types of porosity. So with the different types of hair porosities, in subsequent videos, I'm going to discuss and share with you how we can manage the different types of hair porosity. I cannot say that all in this video because the video will be too long, because there's a way how to manage, how to apply product on your hair, the type of products to apply, the heat, yes, used to use heat or not to use heat, heavy products, light products, oils to apply. There's much to talk about the porosity. In subsequent videos, I'm going to share with you that. Yeah, so now that we know that three types of porosities, now that we know about the three types of porosities, so the question that you should be asking yourself is, how do I know my hair porosity? Guys, it's very simple to know your hair porosity. There are many types of ways to know the hair porosity, but one of the easiest ways to know the hair porosity is by having by doing a porosity test with a glass of water. You put water into a glass, because porosity is all about our hair's retention of moisture, and moisture is water. So yes, so what you can do is you wash your hair. So after watching this video, you need to test your hair porosity. If you have not known your hair, you don't know your hair porosity up to now, you wash your hair. On the day you wash your hair, you shampoo your hair. And you take note that with porosity, your head of hair can have the different sections of your hair can have different porosities. Maybe the front part of your hair has another porosity, the middle has another porosity, and the back has another porosity. Yes, for me, my hair, the front part of my hair, my hair strands are thinner than the back of my hair. The back of my head, my hair strands are thicker. So you should also take note of that. You can take a glass of water. Take a glass of water and fill in water, not too full. So when the day that you wash your hair, make sure you shampoo your hair so your hair should be clean. You can pull off a strand of your hair and put in the glass of water. In subsequent videos, I'm going to show you detailing how to carry out the porosity test. But for now, let me just explain so that you can do it. So that you can do it. So I have here a glass of water. I would just like to demonstrate. You can have a glass of water. Let your water be at room temperature. It should not be hot, it should not be cold, it should not be warm, just normal temperature, room temperature water. As I earlier said, you wash your hair, shampoo, and you let your hair to be dry, not too dry, just dry your hair. When your hair is dry, you pull off a strand of your hair. If you want to test the porosity from the different sections of your hair, you can pull in front, pull behind. It's also fine. You can just pull one or two strands of your hair and drop it into the glass of water. And wait for some minutes. If you don't have the results immediately, you wait for some minutes, you observe. If your hair strand, the hair that you have dropped into the glass of water, if the hair sinks right down to the bottom of the glass, it means you have high porosity. From the explanation I gave you earlier, it means that your cuticles are open, the doors are open, so that enable the hair to swim and go right. Yes, it means that the hair easily absorbs the water, the moisture, or the product, whatever you put on your hair. When it sinks down, it means that you have high porosity. And if the hair just remains up on the water, just floats on the water the same level of the water, you know you have low porosity. It means the cuticles do not absorb the water easily. It takes some time to absorb the water. It means they have low porosity. If that same strand of the hair goes in the middle of the glass, it goes into the middle of the glass, it means that you have middle or medium porosity. So guys, that is how you can test your hair porosity. As I earlier said, in subsequent videos, I'm going to share with you, show you how I'm going to test my hair porosity together with you, and we're going to share together and we'll discuss it, because taking care of your hair, there are many factors that count as this one of the factors, this porosity. So when you know your hair porosity, it also makes it easier for you to know which product to apply, to know how to apply it, what to do, heat, use of heat. And you can watch in most of my videos, I always use a plastic bag whenever I apply product on my hair. I always put a plastic bag because I need that heat. I have low porosity, so I need the heat in order I need the heat so that the heat will enable the product to penetrate into my hair strand, so that my hair will absorb the full benefits of the product. Even when I style my hair, I will also apply a plastic bag so that as I oil my hair, my scalp, all the leave-in conditioner, the hair butter I use, or the hair pomade I use, is used in the moisture. So there's also much to talk about porosity. So I'm going to discuss that in subsequent videos. So guys, if you don't know your hair porosity, you can go ahead and do the test and to know your hair porosity. I hope you found the video helpful. Please like and share the video with family and friends, as you certainly help someone out there. I thank you for watching up to this moment. I really appreciate. Please do not hesitate to ask your questions, to drop your questions and share your thoughts with me down in the comment sections. I'll be glad to read and answer you. Thank you for watching, and as always, see you in my next one. Bye bye.